Welcome to this edition of Pattern Spotlight. Today we will be reviewing Butterick B6873. If you already know how I do my sew-alongs and videos, and if you'll be kind enough to watch at least one ad should it appear, which enables me to keep bringing you free content, feel free to skip ahead to go straight to this Pattern Spotlight. Skip ahead to the 3-minute, 30-second mark. Skip ahead to the 3-minute, 30-second mark.
Techniques, I'm going to put it on the website and I will reference it in the sew along itself. So for example, we're working on a pair of pants that has a fly front. So when we get to that portion in the sew along, I'll do a little bit of it, in instructions in the sew along itself, but then I'm going to refer you over to the website to go ahead and look at that video, that particular video, look it over, study it, do your own sample if you want, because I'm big on that technique binder. So go ahead and and do that. And then once you get a good hang of what that technique is, then come back onto the sew along itself and do that particular technique with the sew along. So that way we both kind of benefit. You still get the instruction of the actual sew along, step by step of how to do a particular thing. But it's less editing on my part because, like I said, I'll mention it in the sew along itself, but then I'll refer you over to the website to actually find that particular technique and go ahead, review it, look at it. And then once you master it or enough to where even you sew along, at the same time and install it in that particular sew along that you're doing at that time. So hopefully that will be okay for you, because I think I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone for watching my videos. I love to upload the videos. I love to share my knowledge. And I'm pretty sure that you guys love to give free content. So in order for me to keep uploading free content, I just need you to do some simple things for me, some very simple things. The first thing is just to hit the subscribe button. So just make sure that you hit that. So you're subscribed to my channel. Hit the notification bell so when I upload a new video, you don't miss out and you get to see it. And then also, if there's an ad on my videos, they're typically anywhere from 10 seconds to maybe up to 2 minutes. Just go ahead and either watch it or do something else you want to do in those in that particular time that ad is running. So use the restroom, go get something to drink or something like that. Because that way, if you let that ad run, I benefit from YouTube, and that way I can still keep creating content and uploading it for free.
Okay. Enough of that boring stuff. Back to the sew along. Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Thanks again and keep on watching. All right, so the sewing pattern we'll be going over today is Butterick B6873. It's a plus size pattern. The garment type is a wrap dress. The sewing level is very easy. The description is a wrap dress, has extended shoulders with sleeve variations, skirt and length variations, and a self sash closure. So the size range and body measurement range. So for size 18 wide to 24 wide, the bust is 40 to 46. For the waist, it's 33 to 39. For the hips, it's 42 to 48 inches. So for sizes 26 wide to 32 wide, the bust is 48 to 54 inches, waist is 41.5 to 49 inches, hips is 50 to 56 inches. Okay, taking a look at the line drawings. Okay, so looking at the line drawings, garment elements of view A are extended fuller sleeves, wrap bodice, flounce hem, a center back seam, sash, knee length, and front darts. For B, it is a drop shoulder, inset full sleeves with sleeve band, front darts, center back seam, sash, gathered hem, and it's a calf length. For view C is extended sleeves, front darts, wrap bodice, ankle length, center back seam, and sash. All right, moving on to suggested fabric choices. It is challis, cotton blends, crepe, and rayons. So taking a closer look at each one of those. So for your challis, it could be a crisp look or a soft look, and it depends on what your fiber content is. But typically it's soft, then flowy, breathable, and typically the material that you make it with is rayon. So I'll put the crisp look up first, and typically that's made with cotton. So I'll pop that up here. All right, and next is your rayon. So that's typically your softer look and more flowy look, and I'll pop that up here. All right, moving on to the next one is your cotton blends. And again, just like your challis, it could be crisp or soft depending on the fiber content. All right, so it depends, again, it depends on the fiber content. If it's like a cotton poly, it could be more of a stiffer, versus if it's a cotton rayon or cotton modal, it could be softer or will be softer and have more of a drape. So let's go with the first one. More crisp type of appearance or silhouette will look like this, and I'll pop it up. All right, and a more softer appearance if it's made with rayon or more flowy, silky type fiber. I'll pop that picture up there so you can see what that garment would look like. All right, moving on. The next one is crepe, right? So it has a fluid drape. It's lightweight, it's breathable, and it has a textured surface. All right, so I'll pop in a picture of a crepe garment. All right, and lastly is your rayon. So those rayons, or it could be a silky, okay? Silky silhouette. So characteristics of those are fluid drape, lightweight, breathable, soft to the touch. And I'll pop a picture up of what that will look like for this particular garment. All right, moving on. So let's take a look at how the pattern makers intended this garment to fit its silhouette. Using a size here, because it's a plus size, we'll use a size 24 wide, which is the mid-range. All right, so for the bust measurement, for the body measurement, it was 46. Finish measurement is 49. The difference is 3. I'll pop in the chart here, and you see that the silhouette is fitted. The silhouette range is 3 to 4 inches. So at 3, at a difference, that's on the low end of that silhouette range. Okay, so moving on to the waist. The waist is body measurement is 39, and finish measurement is 39.5, which is a difference of a ½ an inch. Silhouette basically is a fitted or semi-fitted. For ease, you typically don't want more, or I'll give you the range. So the silhouette range typically is a ½ an inch to an inch and a half for your waist, because you don't want it, unless it's, you know, like a gathered type of garment, to be loose on the waist. You want it to sit properly on the waist. So typically the range is a ½ an inch to 1.5 inches. Okay, I do not have a finished measurement for the hips, and it looks, because it's a wrap, you know, dress, that it's more of a looser. And I did look inside the pattern and I did not see it, so it will have to be measured, you know. But they did have a sleeve finish measurement of 20, and that goes along your bicep. So go ahead and then, you know, measure your bicep just to make sure that 20 along your bicep is the type of fit that's good for you. Okay. So for each one of these, what you want to do is the tape measure trick here is for whatever the difference is, and we'll just take the bust measurement. They had a difference of 3, so you put your tape measure at your particular bust measurement and you add 3 inches to that, and you see if that amount of ease is is good enough for you. If you want to add to it, if you want to make it less, or if it's just right, write that measurement down, because that will become your personal ease measurement for that particular garment type and silhouette. And you'll do that for each one of the measurements. So for your bust, waist, and hips. And again, hips, we don't have it, so if you need to, you can measure it on the pattern itself. Okay, so lastly, let's go over the sewing techniques you'll need to complete this pattern. So you need the basics, which is the straight stitch, basting stitch, reverse stitch, sewing corners and curves, and that includes notching and clipping. You also need to know how to do facings, gathering, sleeve band, inset sleeve, and straight tapered darts. This includes the pattern spotlight on Butterick B6873, which is a plus size pattern. If you made this pattern or intend to, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. Thanks again for watching, and happy sewing.